You ready, Mickey? All right, let's go. Mickey's excited. We're going to make buffalo cauliflower bits today. And I'm going to do it two different ways. Usually when you buy the buffalo wings, you get all the sauce all over the outside and it's messy to pick up. And I'm going to do one version that way. Then the other version, I think I'm going to mix all the buffalo sauce onto the cauliflower and then dip it in the crumbs and fry it. And so therefore, hopefully you can pick it up and it won't be so messy, but we'll see how they work out. But before we start that, the first thing I want to do is make the dip that we're going to dip the cauliflower bites in. So we're going to start with one avocado. Okay, we'll scoop out our avocado and put it in the processor. Add 1/2 tablespoon organic apple cider vinegar. 1/2 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. About 1.5 tablespoons of, I use chopped green onions. 2 teaspoons dried dill. 2 cloves of garlic chopped. I've mixed in one little container here 1/2 teaspoon of oregano and 1/2 teaspoon of dried mustard. 3 tablespoons of, I used olive oil, mayonnaise. And then salt and pepper to taste. Maybe 1/8 teaspoon of each. Also add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, we're gonna mix this up till it's nice and smooth. All right, so we'll put this into a separate little dish and then we'll put it in the refrigerator, let it cool off. I think I'm gonna like it. I just brushed my teeth. The vinegar is getting to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover this, put it in the refrigerator, and while it's cooling off, we'll start making our cauliflower. All right, so let's get going on the 2 different versions of the cauliflower that we're gonna do. First thing I'm doing here is I've got 3 tablespoons of butter that I've melted. And now I'm going to add 1/2 cup of your favorite wing sauce. We'll just stir that up and get it hot and get the butter and the sauce mixed in good. So as you can see, I've got a head of cauliflower that I've broken into individual florets. And actually some of them are kind of big, so I even kind of cut those in half just to get some nice bite-sized pieces. So on the first batch, I think what we're going to do is put the hot sauce in with the coating, or before we put the coating on, and then we'll fry it. So for our coating, we're going to start with a cup of panko Japanese breadcrumbs. I like these because they're light and crispy, and they're actually about half the amount of carbs as regular breadcrumbs. I have 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. I'm going to put in about 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and the same 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Again, salt and pepper to taste. The salt doesn't come out very good. Put in about like 1/2 teaspoon. And pepper. So we have our oil heated up here, you can see. And it looks like it's ready to go. Got 1 egg beaten in this large bowl. So what I'm gonna do is take my first little bowl of cauliflower and pour it in here. So Just mix this up, make sure it's all the cauliflower is coated well. So now what I'm going to do is put about half of the breadcrumbs in here. Then we'll save the other half. Okay, those look coated pretty good. Pour the cauliflower into the oil and flash fry for about 2 to 3 minutes until it looks nice and golden brown. They look like they're turning a nice brown. I'm going to put them on a paper towel. We'll let these dry, and while our oil's still hot, we'll do the second batch here. So our second batch, same thing, we got 1 beaten egg. We're gonna pour the cauliflower in there. Mix it up good. Take half of the butter and wing sauce mixture and pour on top of the cauliflower. Okay, let's pour this into our breadcrumbs. I got a lot of liquids in here. Now we'll coat. Okay, now we'll pour this into our hot oil. All right, so same thing, we're going to fry these up till they're golden brown. These are pretty well dried off. So what I'm going to do is take out the paper towel. So now for this version, we're just going to take that sauce and just pour it directly on top. Actually, I think these will end up tasting probably the same. So while the second batch is cooking up, Catherine's going to try this first batch that was cooked without the hot sauce and then the hot sauce poured on top.
Spicy.
Yeah. It's got hot wing sauce.
Spicy and sour, and what's something else? It's good.
So you can see on this one, because the hot sauce was already in there, it's kind of like foaming up. So let's give these cauliflower bites with the buffalo sauce on top. We'll give them a taste. Whoops. And we'll dip them in our little sauce. Yeah, it's really good. Of course, you get the buffalo sauce, the heat, but the dip kind of cools it down a little bit, and you can really taste the dill in that dip. I really like that. So this is really good. I think the key on these is to flash fry them. Put them in the fryer for 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most, and that way it browns, but it still stays nice and crunchy. 2 versions. What I forgot to do on the first one is I just chopped up some cilantro, and just to make it look pretty. Sprinkle some on here. So now we'll try this other version, and I have a feeling it's not going to be as spicy, so that could be, you know, it'd be nice to have. Here you have your hot version and your not so hot version. So let's just try one of these.
Is it hot?
No, but it's good. It's, you know, it's like just fried cauliflower. I don't taste too much of the wing sauce at all. So there you have it. If you're gonna make this, just leave out the wing sauce altogether. And if you want it spicy, just put the wing sauce on afterwards. You wanna try this one?
Oh,
It's heat hot because it's hotter. It just got off the stove.
they look good too.
But it's good, yeah. It's got 2 different flavors.
Which one you feel better?
So, actually, I like the hot sauce now when I mix it here and kind of tone down the heat a little bit. But I like the plain one better too because it just you taste more of the cauliflower instead of being overwhelmed by the heat. So you know, both are really good. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to Ed Foodie right over there.